In this next section, I want to talk to you about some of the tricks and some of the editing tools that you might want to use in Canva to really stylize your content and try some new features. I have right now open our social media posts. And let's say I want to change some of these social media posts and use some of the different features in Canva. So let me take a look. Let's first try the background removal tool. So I want to use the background removal tool for a headshot image of me. So here's a picture right here. If you can't find me, check out a place that you like to go. And there's already an image there of a place I like to go. But let's say I have uploaded a picture of somewhere that I like to go in my market. So let me see if I can find something. I'm going to search, use the search feature to see if I have anything that comes up. Getting winter. Okay, this is Winter Park. So I'm going to pop this picture over here, size it the way I want it to be, and then right here is a headshot of me. So you can drag and drop a headshot over, or you can use the background removal tools to edit yourself out of the image. So I can use one of these images of myself. If I click it, it will just pop into the document. And now I can hit background remover if you have a pro paid account, and it removes the background. And then you might say, okay, maybe I want, do that again. Maybe I want to put this in here. Might be kind of cute. And if it tries to go into this placeholder, this frustrates me sometimes. You can just kind of move that so it's not in your way anymore. And then get rid of this placeholder. Maybe I want to put this down here. Maybe I want to change this design a little bit and move these things around. Make this a little smaller. I want to change this up a little bit. Okay. And then pull that back. Okay. And this is Park Ave in Winter Park. Maybe I want to kind of stylize it a little bit that way. Is an option that you have using the background remover tool. Now, I really like this feature on some of the property flyers and things like that, where you might want to remove an image of yourself. But sometimes you might just look a little floaty. So see what looks good when it comes to your image. You can also use the different tools in here to edit your images. So this is a testimonial post. I'm dragging and dropping a picture of me over. I want it to be good looking. If you click this and click edit, you have some features here. You have that background remover, which I use the short link at the top. You also have a background eraser and a magic grab and different things that you can do. The magic eraser is really helpful if you have something that you don't want to be there anymore. So let's say I don't want that freckle on my neck. I'm just going to come over here, make my brush size smaller. A little bit bigger than that. I'm going to make my brush size smaller. Click it on my neck, hit erase, and it's going to think, oh, and it removed that freckle. Now that was a silly example, but maybe you have like an ugly oil spill on a driveway, or there's something in the frame of the picture that's really distracting and you don't want it. You can use this magic eraser tool to quickly get rid of it, which is very helpful. It's very helpful. There are also some filters here, which I don't really recommend you use. They can look a little cheesy sometimes, but you can also blur images. You can add shadows to different effects. You can mess with the color temperature. Sometimes on certain images, you might want to just turn up the brightness a little bit. If it's a photo maybe you took with your phone. This is a professional image, so I'm not going to mess with it. But you could turn up the brightness a little if you wanted, easily here in Canva. So that's something that you might want to mess with. Another thing that you might want to use are the apps in Canva. So I mentioned I really like the Later app. So you can come over here in Canva apps, type Later, and find the Later app. Now this is a social media scheduling tool. So what you can do is, once you've filled in all of your social posts, for example, these are all filled in and ready to go, you can connect your Later account to Canva, which it will walk you through that. And you'll click Export to Later, and it's going to take all of these images and put it in Later so you can easily schedule those on social. So you don't have to download them to your computer and upload them to Later, which can be kind of time consuming. You can use this integration in this app, which is very cool. Another app that I like is the QR code generator. So you can come to apps and type in QR code, click QR code here, type in your website address. So I'm going to type in ideasforrealestate.com, click generate code. And now I have a QR code. So that's great to put on flyers and postcards and any print marketing materials where you might want somebody to come over here and scan that code. Another app that I like inside of the Canva apps, hold on one second, my apps went away, is the RealMailers app. So if you type RealMailers, all one word, this is the app that integrates with our postcards. So we have a whole training video on how to use this, but basically it will send your postcard designs over to RealMailers, just like it worked with Later, so that you can easily print and mail your postcards. So there are a lot of apps in here that you might be interested in checking out. One of the things too in the elements section that you might want to check out are the stock videos. Stock videos sometimes can be hit or miss. I really recommend that you upload your own video content when possible, but some of these might work for different things that you might be doing. And to really kind of peruse those different offerings when it comes to your local market. Now, nothing's better than the content that you're going to provide, but I just want you to know that those things are in Canva. And if you speak multiple languages and you want to easily translate all of your posts, there is a translate option. So if you come over here to apps and you type in translate, you can use the translate feature, which is pretty cool. It will translate the text. And if you want to translate it to Spanish or French, whatever it is, you can try out this feature to save yourself some time. And when you start using apps more, what you'll find is they'll start appearing on the left-hand side of your Canva. So your Canva might look a little bit different than mine, depending on how you use it. So to recap this Canva training, some of the most popular features: 1, just getting started with Canva with a free account. 2, it's very easy to edit your fonts, your text, and your colors just by clicking on them in Canva and following along to the different options that kind of pop up on the screen so that you can change it out. 3, I really recommend that you upload your own assets. Upload images of yourself, upload images of your market and videos, so it's really easy to customize your content later. 4, it's easy to download all of your images by clicking the share icon, and that's also where you'll go to print. So if you're sharing, you can download from there your social posts, your flyers, your reels, your magazines, whatever it is. You can also use the paid service for printing here in Canva. There's really so much that you can do with Canva, but I just want to remind you, whenever you open a template in the marketing suite, you'll also have these editing tips at the beginning of the document. I know it's really tempting to just scroll on past those, but I would recommend that you take a look. So if you're new to uploading images, you see how to do that. How to quickly edit your info, you see how to do that. How to download things, and any extra tips that are relevant to this document. So this one, we're talking about adding stock images. Sometimes there are directions in the template for how to print. So this is that listing magazine, how to professionally print it. So we really make it as easy as possible inside the marketing suite with the directions that are already in all the templates. So I hope that you found this training helpful. And if you are new to Canva, you discovered some new resources and some new tools, or maybe if you're a Canva user, you found out something new. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to our team here inside the Marketing Suite. And if you would like to try out these templates, make sure you go to ideasforrealestate.com/suite and check out the Marketing Suite. Inside, you'll find all kinds of templates from social to flyers to prospecting, the letters, to even agent websites. So many different things that are easy to customize, make your own, and have a full marketing strategy behind them. So make sure you check out the link in the description to access those materials and to check out the Marketing Suite. And I will see you on our next video.